FEU coming off the bench.
And the change here, we see the shuffling of Coach Ed Orculio. But another one.
It's that mental edge, that championship mindset and experience for the NU.
Kakao goes up to Saavedra. Kept alive by Aingo. Budin with a push. Kakao goes to Drix again. He's denied this time. NU ties things over at 4.
They put a target on Drix Saavedra para mapabagal yung approach niya. And they got
everything going right for NU here in the third. Capultos with a save. Here it goes, Aringo. Martinez will set up for FEU. Play continues. Peng with a setup to Disquitado, who gets that point.
Just like that one, going for that tip. Just outsmarting the defense of
21-13. Kakao back sets to Saavedra. And Jade puts up a wall.
Players here of FEU, Saavedra, between have been silenced against that tall wall.
In that second round matchup against NU where he scored 2 points. He's already scored his first. Tagibolos checked. Ordiales with a changeup. And a free ball for Jade Disquitado.
Those overpasses, talking about FEU, Diskado taking advantage of that one.
Jade Disquitado, package delivered.
when we started this game, we raised the question of stability on service reception, but NU has showed everybody that they can also dish out a lot of perfect passes. And he was one of the 3 players in double digits in game number 1.
A high set for Disquitado. A high set to C, a wide opening deep corner.
Perfect pass from Budin.
Strong serve by Josh. Jade awaits for it and fires away. You saw it coming from miles away.
1 point again.
Back and forth. Have not led in this ball game just yet. Disquitado just finding a wide opening.
Compared to NU, the blocking of NU has been in sync. Again, it will boil down to the strength.
Good pass from NU. Disquitado gets the set, and that attack makes to the line. One blocker most of the time right there. And again, that is the advantage that NU has because serving for UST, he now has 6 points. Disquitado gets the set. Good pickup from UST. Who did they go to? Back to Disquitado, and he gets the point one more time.
Disquitado, just one blocker. In that second attempt, late na yung middle blocker, no? So that leaves Disquitado with just practically 2 hands in front of him.
Good pass from UST De Vega. Disquitado gets the set. He tips it and scores another for the Bulldogs.
Disquitado really earning his minutes.
And we will be back to more action here in the UAP.
Set up a good play. Ancheta will set up to Disquitado. Wow. Number for Disquitado, scoring that much in each set for a total of 18, and more importantly, the Bulldogs 4-5 here in the third set. Ancheta goes to Disquitado, and Jade, he surpassed, by the way, his output In that round 1 matchup against UST, he only had 12 in that game. Cheta. Met by Ibanez. They go to Disquitado. And De La Noche was a bit hesitant.
Already right there by the line. Diskado sends it. Look at that. Just right there also by the sideline.
Mukaba.
Poor throw, but manages.
Yeah. Oh, blocked. Jade in.
It's here in set number 3. So let's see if Disquitado will try to shake things up for the Bulldogs.
Oh, speaking of shaking things up, that should pump their energy up here.
(20-24). Nicolas will have to continue serving if they want to win this set. Disquitado says, I don't want that extension.
Picking up from set number 2, you know, that momentum, so to speak.
Had 3.
So, pretty balanced scoring for UP. You want to still stick to that game plan.
Jade, that was sharp.
You know, he has that. That's what you love about Jade Disquitado. So creative in scoring.
That's from a distance.
Bulldogs. Drop shot, easily picked up within. Here comes Disquitado, got it. Jade Disquitado now in double digits with 10.
Close this match.
Rack up points, so they should have a good first ball and execute a play.
Disquitado. That could have been outside, but Gupiteo picked it up. Already with 6 points.
Throw for them, but Yambao needs to send that over.
There it is. He has 2 service errors. Yambao does here in set number 2. Disquitado has the last 2 points.
Point also to the good first ball from the libero of NU and a reverse set from Gallego, leaving only 1 blocker in front of Jade Disquitado. Of course, he has a huge space there in the cross court.
Early in this opening set, Obed Mukaba. Colinares gets a taste of his own medicine. There's a kill block for NU.
Well, he knows that Yambao will set it to him, so the block was there.
Nothing to lose, okay? You still want to try to win the set.
Gallego, Tagibolos, good dig by Domingo. Bump set, Paulino. Slowed down by the double block. Gapultos will play center, sending it to Disquitado, and the rally continues. Off to Paulino. What a rally to start this 5th set. And who else to get the first point?
Arts is back and then walk that way. How do I explain that? Like that. Hitones is in. Serve specialist for Adamson.
Disquitado soaring and scoring.
I hope you can see. The slow-mo can catch the guns out. There you go. Well, it is a comfortable 6-point lead.
From the opposite, Pinayungan, Tagibolos.
Time of his life here.
So with that Disquitado block.
NU's got to push, really. Again, their backs are against the wall right now.
Disquitado, decisive on that hit.
It's still a bit tight when he goes up for that hit. I mean, we know Jade Disquitado and his hits, but so far
Consistent all throughout the match. Gian Salarzon. Ancheta to the open. Jade drop. Read well by Ken. Back row for Gian. 3 blockers present.
Wasn't able to go for an approach. It was only Gian Salarzon available. As I said,
Starting 6, all have at least 4. But then the instruction is load up on your serves. Jade, hole in the middle.
great find by Jade Disquitado. They forgot to guard that space behind the block.
Look at the score line. What a serve.
Budin picked up by Between. Talisayan goes for another attack, but that is blocked.
Yeah, but that's good for NU because you're a good blocking team. You have to just time it properly.
Cacao backsets to Saavedra, and that is denied by Disquitado.
So if he's pumped, he is very dangerous.
Yeah. He plays off of these moments.
Yeah.
Look at that.
1 point deficit. Pasino plays it safe. Jeff, back row, Jade. Ooh, a pancake save. Whistle blown. University. Jade has gotten good.
Domingo is probably having the time of his life.
Right, and really, they're making it look so easy.
Ringo was checked. Quadra will play setter. Paulino again, and this time a block.
Adamson's got to be careful. They have to remember still that NU is the #1 blocking team. So, but you played so well the first two. You want to finish it in 3, right? Because you give NU that confidence, that renewed life. That's like Jade, who actually, we have to say, in the third set, he also struggled. A bit of errors on his...
Choi Diao. De La Noche again to tie the game. That is popped up by Gapultos. Back row, Disquitado. It was low, but it didn't matter.
It was low and parang masyado lang malapit sa net or parang front row set, but Jade Disquitado knowing
that one. Usually when he goes too strong, rejected, he was able to cook that one well. Adahar back to Maglinaw. 23-14, they're on the lead. But knowing NU, you can't let your guard down.
That's true. Now to say that Disquitado scoring off the block.
Always, when you give your ball to Disquitado, sure ball.
I was about to mention a while ago that UP won the first set versus Ateneo and DLSU, respectively, in the first round. Of course, you'd want to achieve that again against NU, but it's also about sustainability in the long run.
Yeah,
Nung UP pinainom ng tubig si Coach Carlo para siguro kumalma ng konti.
Kasi, di ba, the huddle was against against that player.
Yeah, Akaak. Pushed by Ringo. Good chance for UP. Abale will send it to the open. Tommy. That was read well by Leo. It's Jade. Again, it's that zone at the back.
Errors because, you know, NU can come back, and here they are just down by 1.
And this is what you have to love about NU. It didn't take them one.
But that was their weakness against LaSalle. We have to say
their previous
passing.
game.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, to start this game, it wasn't the best as well. Disquitado! What a response! Make it 7 points now for Jade Disquitado in this game. We are no strangers to seeing him score. Nicolas is the only graduating player, by the way, for UP. Disquitado is able to score.
They're also serious.
Yeah, except Jade.
Except Jade. Very sticking out like a...
Ancheta to the open. Jade. Wow. Down the line. Jade puts it up. Ancheta onto Boods. Hole again. Sent back by the setter of UP. Ancheta. Back row for Jade.
It's there, but these antiques really...
Did you see it? Yeah, we know that he scored, but...
What a time for it to come, though.
Jade. Oh, as I mentioned, he's getting more and more serious for Jade Disquitado.
You know, you want to end it here. If you go a set 5, now you have advantage, right? The 2-1 set.
Here's Jelai. Ancheta to the left. Jade with a read.
You see, UP has so much respect for the power of NU. They move back, so that pretty much opens up the drop.
8-6 in the first set. Ancheta sets up Disquitado on a better look. Only the third point of NU. UST, they were up earlier, but they trail by 2. That is saved. The chase by Gapultos keeps the ball up. Piambao to Macam. Disquitado with a reflex. Jade will attack. Can score.
Everyone having fun, even the rest of the squad.
Anyone's set to win here. But Disquitado powers that one.
Scoring for both sides of the net.
De La Noche serving. It's a good first ball by Aringo. Back row for Jade. And Disquitado with 22 markers.
And a more confident body language we're seeing here on the side of the Golden Spikers. Good pass for NU. They go to Disquitado. And he scores for the Bulldogs. Safely over, Disquitado gets it, and he gets the set. It does! And nobody there for USC. Would go for a hard hit.
But, you know, they are very smart in that way. They really read.
Josh Ibanez.
Ducks adjusting for J-Rack from the opposite side. Here comes the #1 blocking team. Another strong serve. Scraping the net though. Ordiales, that was his spot in that last set. De La Noche. Covered by Ancheta. Disquitado, 3-man wall, no problem.
The wall of España was there. Disquitado was still able to go over their block. Nakaibaba.
Disquitado, cross-court kill.
He was unsuccessful when he put a target on zone #1. That's why he changed his sails, went for a deep cross-court hit. Zone 5 again for Jade Disquitado.
In set #4, for context, NU had 8.
8, yeah.
Alone in set #3, Jade Disquitado. Hello.
6 that Coach Dante put together. You have to say, because he plucked people off the bench. They're coming together. They're working.
J.J. Macam with the serve. Bad pass by Budin. Gapultos will play setter. Here comes Disquitado. De La Noche pops it up. Back row, Macam. Blocked by Disquitado.
Good block from Jade Disquitado. Solid block because he was able to read the attack of Macam well enough. And actually, ang baba din ang contact ni Macam. So might as well just get the last 2 points. Quick side out.
Disquitado catches the line. Jade Disquitado puts NU at 5.
Serve for Gupiteo. Disquitado just finding that hole. And like a pogo stick, just jumping around. Look to make good use of that 1 week preparation for Final Four to rest and recover. Tagibolos kept up. NU presses the buzzer. Says it.
Yambao. Ibanez. A chance for Disquitado. And the NU Bulldogs are going back to the UAAP Finals.
Towards the end of that set #1.
And let's see if they could bring back that momentum here in set #2. Ooh.
But Disquitado says, kami muna.
Not today.
Game #1.
Let's see, it's not impossible. Disquitado pushing that over, getting a check ball.
I think Coach Dante wanted to boost their service reception. That's why they put in Jade Disquitado. So there are 3 outside hitters technically na pwedeng pumasa for the Bulldogs.